Usually when I'm invited here, I have an hour and a half, and I preface the reading with my praise for this fine institution. I don't have that. I'm on the clock. I have 30 minutes, get in and get out, okay? But I need to praise this fine institution, this college that means so much to me and all of us. When I praise some of you here in the audience, I'm gonna preface that with my bona fides. The Board of Regents here. I mean, I can't praise you enough. And you might say, well, again, what the hell do you know about the Board of Regents? My father, as they said, was on the Board of Regents for 12 years. And for those of you who worked with Bill Blake on the Board of Regents, I apologize. Some of you would come up to me and say, do you have any idea what it's like to work with this man like once a month? And I would say, do you have any? Okay. But yes, the Board of Regents worked very, very, very hard. I know, hearing from my father, the great administration here. And finally, I have to, and I always do this, I always praise the magnificent faculty here at Lee College. And you might say again, what the hell does this gentleman know about teachers at a college, professors at a university? As he so brilliantly stated, in addition to attending Rice, the PhD program at the University of Houston, which is now the best in the world. So proud of what's happening at the University of Houston. Teaching in the writing seminars at Johns Hopkins. I was invited back to all my alma mater by my professors to teach at Rice for 10 years, to teach in the writing program at U of H for 10 years, to teach for the last 10 years. I've been teaching at the writing seminars at Johns Hopkins. And I can say this without being hyperbolic. I would place my professors here at Lee College side by side by any of these professors at Rice, at the University of Houston, at Johns Hopkins. The magnificent William J. McNeil, which some of you knew, Bill McNeil, phenomenal professor. I would put him right beside Dr. Charles Garside in the history department at Rice University, who taught in the Italian Renaissance. Muriel Tyson here, brilliant in the English department. I would put her right next to J. Dennis Houston, who teaches Elizabethan and Jacobean drama at Rice University. The great Thurman Rowlett, we lost recently. I wouldn't even be here if it weren't for Thurman Rowlett. I couldn't have afforded coming to this institution if I hadn't had a drama scholarship. Jim Maroney is with us. This is a fine professor of history all these number of years. I also want to thank very quickly, she's busy, Clarissa Martinez, for all your fine work and the conversations that we've had. It's amazing seeing Mary Beth here too, and all of my peeps from Sterling High School. God help you. I stay in touch with the people over at Ross's Sterling High School, and to this day, I'm on record that no one had more fun or has had more fun at Sterling High School than I did back then. Out of a class of 474, I graduated 469. So when Mary Beth is in there in The Governor 1974, it says underneath her photo, future Pulitzer Prize in journalism, most likely to succeed, future governor of Texas, future Miss America, future quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. If you look through that annual, and wow, it's worse than that. Under my picture, just one word, all caps, in bold, it said prison. And yet I come to Lee College, and Lee College saved me. I had professors who would not see me fail. What they did for us, for all of us who are students here, is they imbued us with their magnificent dreams. They did. And you know that, they taught a 5-5 load. Now if you ask someone at Johns Hopkins to teach a 5-5 load, they would kill themselves. Or at Rice, what is it, a 2-2 load maybe? A 1-1 load? But it works so very hard. So I couldn't be more pleased to be here, and I'm honored.